Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Volterra Circular LED Pendant. This is the 139668. There's also a linear version of this pendant in our dining pendant section on our site, so go check it out. Let's talk about the size of the fixture independent of the wires that it's hanging from the cables. 16.4 inches tall, and that's going to be like from the bottom of the alabaster to the top of the biggest piece of alabaster. Diameter is coming in at 38 inches round. Overall height, now we're talking about the distance from the bottom of the fixture, and that's going to be the bottom of the lowest piece of alabaster to the actual ceiling itself, is going to give you a really good range. It's going to be as short as 25 inches, or you can go as long as 100 inches. If you guys need it to be longer than 100 inches, email us and say you're looking for the 139668, you need it to be 200 inches or something like that. I'm going to take that email, send it through Hubbardton Forge's Customs Department. We'll come back with a quote for you. Easy to do, and we do it every day. Okay, I want to talk about a couple of things. Talk about those cables going up. This is a low voltage LED fixture that's going to be going, the cables are going to be holding it, and up they go into a canopy. Canopy goes on the ceiling over your 4-inch junction box. However, this is coming in at 70 pounds, 70.4 pounds. Get that right out. So there's what's called a weight restriction. And a weight restriction means that you have to attach the fixture to not just this, but to the actual parts of your building, the structure of your building, because of the weight. You'll want to do a couple things. You're going to want to take this video, a link to this video, maybe on YouTube, and send it over to your installer. But another great thing to show you is going to be the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It is going to show you all the parts of the fixture, all labeled, all kind of laid out. It's also going to show you how it goes together, which is really simple. It's going to show you some detailed drawings of the inside of that canopy that you'll be able to show your installer so they know what's coming and what they need to do to get ready for this. Okay, so those cables are going to be going up into what are called grippers, and the grippers are there's 4 of them in this canopy. The grippers are always going to be kind of a nickel silver, like a dark chrome, something like that. And what happens is you're going to be pushing these into what are called also strain reliefs. So the cables are going to be going in there. You're going to kind of bring the fixture up, and you put the alabaster on at the very end once it's up. But during your installation, you're going to kind of just slowly bring it up like you're lifting something with cables, and which is what you're doing. And it isn't until you get it to be exactly where you want it to be and level, and make sure you use a level, that you're going to be cutting those cables up in that canopy. And once you do that, you can't bring it down again. So it's really important to get your ducks in a row on this. Okay, so a couple other things on that. Those LEDs down below, you've got 60 watts of LEDs total. So what you have is a ring, an outer ring, and that's going to have LEDs that are pointing toward the middle, and then you can have a little bit of an inner ring, and those LEDs are pointing toward the outer parts. And in between those is called a diffuser, and the diffuser is an acrylic diffuser with little slots in it, and you're going to be just kind of dropping those pieces of natural alabaster into those slots. So you've got the light hitting the alabaster from both sides, and as it hits the diffuser, it kind of goes up and it goes down, so you get a really beautiful light that eliminates the pieces of alabaster at the same time. It's really, really a great system. Lots of other Hubbardton Forge fixtures kind of use the same idea. So it's going to give you 1700 lumens delivered, which means you're going to, half of them are going to be going up at the light and half of that's going to be going down. It's 3000 Kelvin, which is a color of light that we like to use in our showroom, and I'm very glad they're using it on this. So this is 3000 Kelvin. It's that nice warm light. It's also called soft white or warm white, and that's, if you watch any of my other videos on these things, I always talk about that. This is the color of the light that we like. Also, a couple other things. It's slope ceiling adaptable in one direction only, so if you were going to be using this on a cathedral ceiling, drop me a quick email or call so I can kind of go over that with you. And it's also a dimmable fixture, so it's really important that a lot of you guys are going to be using kind of like Lutron systems and all kinds of different dimming systems. You might want to actually email me what you're using for that system so we can make sure it's compatible with the LEDs. And then other ones that you're just putting a regular dimmer on the wall, make sure you tell your installer that you're using a dimmable LED so they put the correct dimmer on that wall for you. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton forged fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton forged. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton forged doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.